One more week and one more food and meal prep to share with you all. Hi, this is Dipty and welcome to Life Admin 365 and welcome to today's video. Milind and boys did Indian grocery, and after looking at all the groceries on the counter, I am super overwhelmed. But when I get overwhelmed, I set timer for 15 minutes and without thinking too much, just start with my job. I also use this 15-minute timer strategy for doing other tedious or dreadful tasks. So if you're interested in knowing more such strategies, then do let me know in the comment section below and I will make a video on it. Anyways, back to veg and food prep and on to my weekly meals. First thing in morning, even before preparing breakfast, I put various beans for soaking. First are soaked pinto beans and kidney beans. I will pressure cook these tonight and once cooled, will grind them coarsely for preparing refried beans for Mexican pizza. Then I have soaked black eyed peas or tondli. I have purposely divided them in two batches. One for this week which will go in the refrigerator and the other which will go in the freezer. Then I have soaked moong beans, all of which I will be using in this week and they will go in refrigerator. With soaked beans ready, I'm setting my timer for 15 minutes and getting on with my veggie prep from today's grocery haul. As soon as I start my work, I am on a roll. And within 2.5 hours, I'm done prepping veggies, rinsing and draining soaked beans, and prepping my favorite low-carb chocolate peanut butter fudge. So here I have cauliflower florets from one large cauliflower head that I split into two, one for preparing sabzi and one for soup. Then I have de-stringed broad beans or wal papdi. Then I have picked mint leaves, peeled garlic cloves, finely diced red onions, cilantro stalks, tindora or tondli chopped lengthwise, picked cilantro leaves, de-stemmed green chilies, green peppers that are medium diced, and my favorite low-carb chocolate peanut butter fudge. And here's a quick glimpse of everything that I have prepped for the upcoming week. On to weekly meals. On to Monday. This is the third time in a row that I'm preparing Bajri Pohe or pearl millet pohe. I have already shared this recipe previously on its own as it truly deserves its own space. Sharing that video link in the description box below and in the card above. I used corn kernels for this particular recipe, but you can use green peas or any vegetable of your choice. This is Milind's current breakfast love, and apparently today it will be his lunch love as well. Milind asked me to make a double batch so that he could have it for breakfast and for lunch. With this new twist on the same old breakfast, now I have something other than oatmeal for Milind and boys. I would strongly recommend you give this recipe a try. For my school lunch, I took a simple salad, chopped lettuce, cheddar jack cheese cubes, dressing made from extra virgin olive oil, red wine vinegar, flavored with red chili flakes, garlic, salt and pepper, keto crackers and smoked roasted almonds, and mixed veggies of tomatoes, peppers and cucumbers. For dinner, I made cauliflower potato and peas rasa bhaji, amti, and fresh rotis. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to record this prep as I was in rush. I have shared a similar meal recipe few times earlier, sharing that link in the card above and in the description box below. Once dinner was done and kitchen was cleaned up, I prepped my kitchen for the next day, laid out lunch bags and boxes for myself and boys, serving bowls for tomorrow's breakfast for which I soaked oatmeal, and on the side I have bananas, chopped nuts and full fat peanut butter powder to go in the oatmeal, plate, rolling pin and dusting flour for making rotis. In this container I have steamed wal papdi or flat beans. I have laid out pot for reheating thawed out varan and the cooker has pressure cooked mixed vegetable and spices for evening soup. Pressure is almost released, but it's still hot and needs to cool completely before I can transfer it. We'll take care of it tomorrow morning as well. Sink is clean and in the dish drainer I have frozen methi mixed dal varan thawing out. With everything ready for tomorrow, I'm calling it a night. On to Tuesday. Well, there is a change in my meal plan because I woke up late. Usually I wake up few minutes before my alarm goes off, but today wasn't that day. So I switched my meal plan around and instead made soup in morning. I already had pressure cooked the veggies that were going to go in the soup. So all I did was blend the cooked veggies with the veg broth, divided the blend in half, saved one half for later, and to the other half added beetroot powder, adjusted the seasoning with salt, pepper and red chili powder, blended it once more, then topped it with broken cashew pieces and pumpkin seeds. Had time only to take the picture of the soup though. Sorry. Once again, I don't have a video for this prep as I was super late for going to work. Thank goodness I had prepped my school lunch the night before. I took boiled eggs with steamed broccoli and blue cheese, few keto crackers, and last portion of my chia seeds pudding. Dinner was a full-fledged meal. I used only half a portion of steamed wal papdi and froze the other half for later use. Boys aren't a fan of this vegetable, so most of the times I prepare it with potatoes. I have peeled and cut 2 medium-sized potatoes and kept them soaking in cold water to prevent them from darkening. To prepare sabzi, place pan on medium heat and add about 2 tablespoons of oil to it. When oil gets hot, add half a teaspoon each of mustard seeds and cumin seeds. When they crackle, turn heat to low and add 1 tablespoon chopped cilantro stems and 1/4 teaspoon each hing, turmeric and red chili powder. And lastly, add drained out, peeled and cut potatoes. Hold a splatter screen to protect yourself from all the pan cracklings. Then, turn up heat to medium and mix chopped potatoes with the tadka. Add in salt per taste and give everything a good mix once more. Cover and cook for 3 to 4 minutes, stirring couple of times in between. Uncover and check for doneness of potatoes. They should almost be done by now. Lower heat once more and add in steamed wal papdi. Oops! A big oops! Need to be more careful going forward. Mix gently but thoroughly to bring the sabzi together. Then add in jaggery, which is optional, and 1/4 teaspoon goda masala. Adjust other seasonings as needed. Give everything a good mix. Finally, garnish it with chopped cilantro. One more quick mix and it's ready. Transfer prepared sabzi from pan to a container and it's ready to serve. There was a little bit of oil remaining in the pan and instead of letting it go waste, I used it to reheat thawed out methi mixed dal varan. Once it was reheated, transferred to a container and quickly reheated pre-made store-bought rotis and dinner was ready. Once again, post dinner and cleanup, I prepped kitchen for tomorrow and made sure that I set multiple alarms so as not to repeat today's mistake. On to Wednesday. For one of his meals, Milind was going to eat leftover sabzi and varan from yesterday. For the other meal, I prepared chickpea red quinoa bowl. I prepared 3 times the quantity, so I have plenty of leftovers. Once again, I have already shared this recipe in my video titled 4 high protein vegetarian quinoa bowls. Sharing that video link in the card above and in the description box below. So do check it out. This recipe turned out very good. I was doubtful initially because red quinoa is slightly more nutty than the white one, but this particular combination of chickpeas and spices made it taste really good. For my school lunch, once more I took boiled eggs. I had them along with chopped lettuce and dressed them with creamy poppy seeds dressing. Also had cheese and fruit, some low-carb crackers, and a small portion of my keto chocolate fudge. Mexican pizza was on my meal plan for tonight's dinner. First thing I did was prepare spicy refried beans. To prepare these beans, first prepare the spicy base by sauteing half a cup each of onions and tomatoes in 2 tablespoons hot oil. Turn heat to low and add dry spices. Combine dry spices with the spice base. Then add mashed up beans, about 2.5 cups. Mix them with the spice base on medium heat. With frequent stirring, cook bean mixture until most of the moisture evaporates. Then turn off heat. Add juice from half a lime and chopped cilantro and mix well. Residual heat will cook down some more and the mixture will firm up. Transfer refried beans to a container. Now time to assemble the other components of Mexican pizza, which are shredded cheese and medium-sized tortillas. To prepare, place griddle on medium-low heat and place one tortilla on it. Butter both the sides of the tortilla and then start poking holes in the tortilla using a fork. Flip this side and poke holes on the other side as well. The purpose of poking holes is to toast the tortilla without puffing it up. Then press and turn and cook the tortilla. You want heat to be on medium-low so that the tortilla can crisp up without burning. If it feels like the tortilla is puffing up, then poke some more holes in it. Press and turn and cook to crisp it up. Flip it and press and cook some more. Once well crisped, remove from griddle onto a plate. Place the second tortilla on the griddle and crisp it up similarly. While first one is crisping up, spread refried beans mixture followed by sprinkling of shredded cheese and green portion of the spring onions on the previously crisped tortilla. Then place the crisped up second tortilla over the first one and press it gently but firmly to enable it sticking to the bottom one. If you want, add another layer of refried beans or skip like I did and just sprinkle shredded cheese followed by green onions. Then cut it in quarter pieces and enjoy. Oh my god, it was so crunchy. Kids absolutely loved it and they said it came very close to Taco Bell's Mexican pizza. As usual, cleaned up kitchen and living spaces and set up everything for tomorrow. On to Thursday. First, I prepared refried beans quesadilla for Milind, sprinkled cheese on tortillas, added refried beans mixture to half side of the tortillas. Then folded one half over the other, pressed gently on top to spread the mixture uniformly on the insides. Prepared 4 such quesadillas and placed them in a container. Milind will toast them on the griddle when he is ready to eat. For boys' lunch and for one of Milind's other meals, I made idlis, chutney and sambar. Made more than enough for it to last us for dinner as well. Since it's Thursday and I'm fasting, for my school lunch I'm having a small and simple keto mixed berries yogurt smoothie. For dinner, I warmed up the wet soup from the saved half of the soup from Tuesday. I garnished this soup with pumpkin seeds. Boys ate grilled cheese sandwiches along with the soup and I had soup and a couple of idlis. After dinner, cleaned up kitchen and living spaces and prepped and laid out things for tomorrow. On to Friday. Thank God it's Friday and I am up and early. For today's breakfast and for Milind's first meal, I am finely dicing apples for making apple cinnamon maple syrup flavored oatmeal. I have overnight soaked oatmeal that I have cooked in microwave for 2 minutes. To it, I am adding diced apples, couple of tablespoons of maple syrup and then sprinkling some cinnamon powder. Mixing the toppings with cooked oatmeal and then lastly topping it with roasted chopped walnuts. Cinnamon, apple and maple syrup flavors go really very well together and is another favorite combination of my boys. For Milind's second meal, I am making Asian-inspired edamame mixed quinoa bowl. I had frozen leftover quinoa from a couple of weeks that I thawed out the night before, that is yesterday, and combined it with leftover cooked red quinoa from this week to prepare this meal. Quinoa freezes and thaws out really well and is a good candidate for meal prep. I have shared this recipe with you all in a separate video, so do check the description box for details, especially on how to steam edamame pods and how to prepare sesame seeds dressing. The best part of this particular recipe were the steamed edamames and the dressing. I think I'm going to make a low carb version of this bowl just for myself by skipping out quinoa and making sesame seeds dressing keto friendly. For my school lunch, I have packed a simple salad with homemade low carb croutons, fresh blackberries, low carb keto friendly khoya, hemp seeds for added protein, simple olive oil vinaigrette for dressing, and few smoked toasted almonds for crunch and munch. It's Friday evening and I am tired and exhausted. Don't want to cook though I have pre-soaked black-eyed peas that I can prepare as one-pot meal. But instead of cooking, I'm going to order takeout for boys from Burger King. Isn't it silly that I'm willing to idle my car and waste gas waiting in drive-through lane of Burger King to get food but not ready to prepare a meal at home? Well, it is what it is. On to Saturday. Today I'm taking it easy, making a simple egg omelette for all of us for our breakfast. No onions, no tomatoes, no chilies, only salt and pepper. And it has turned out pretty good. Toasting whole wheat bread to go along with it. For lunch, there is tondli usal. I'm making a huge batch of this usal and portioning it in 3 parts. One for now and 2 to be frozen when completely cooled for later use. Upcoming 3 weeks are going to be very busy for me. So I'm planning on making a lot of food and freezing at least 2 portions of the prepared meals for these upcoming weeks. I had 2 servings of frozen cabbage in the freezer, one of which I thawed and heated and served it along with store-bought parathas and tondli usal. For dinner, I made quick mint veg pulao. This recipe was shared by my friend who got it from her friend, which I will share with you all the next time I make it. I just didn't have any time or energy for recording its preparation this time, but it turned out really delicious and I will definitely be making more of it. So keep an eye out for this recipe in the future. I can't believe it's Sunday. Lots of gardening work going on and my son is helping me a lot with the work, especially with the heavy lifting. I have powered myself with a large cold serving of mocha flavored protein shake and boys are enjoying donut and hash browns from Dunkin'. Nothing special for lunch today. Reheating frozen mixed parathas and a side of garlicky yogurt chutney. For dinner, it's grilled cheese sandwiches. Simple and easy after a days of hard work. Tomorrow is Memorial Day and we have the day off. I'll do my weekly prep then along with more gardening. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it and got something of value for yourself. Do give this video a big thumbs up. Liking and sharing the videos helps with YouTube algorithm and helps me grow my channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe to my channel for more such meal planning and prepping and recipe videos. See you all in the next one.